I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you some very popular questions on application of trigonometry, basically primary trigonometric ratios, which help us to solve right triangles. Now, we will now look into question number 2 of this particular assignment. Here is question number 2. So while discussing, we will understand how to sketch a diagram, which particular ratio to use, and how to solve to get the right answer, right? Remember, when we are talking about solving these questions, we will be writing lengths to one decimal place and angles to whole degree. That is the part of rounding which we are going to do. You can copy the question, solve, and then look into my suggestions. Here is how we are going to do it. So the question before us is, an archer shoots and gets a bull's eye on target. From the archer's eye level, the angle of depression to the bull's eye is 5 degrees. The arrow is in the target 50 centimeter below the archer's eye level. Calculate the distance the arrow flew to hit the target. So that is your question which we need to work on. So let us first try to understand what is given to us and what we need to find. Now, so what is given to us is that the archer shoots and gets a bullseye on the target. And so let's first sketch this diagram. So archer is here, that's the eye position, right? Okay. Now from the archer's eye level, angle of depression to the bullseye is 5 degrees. So let me draw in a different ink. Now from here is 5 degrees, right? Kind of like this, okay. So this angle is 5 degrees. That is what is given to us, correct? So let me write 5 degrees here. So whenever we say angle of depression, it is with the horizontal, okay, is 5 degrees. The arrow is in the target 50 centimeter below the archer's eye level. It means that if I connect these 2 points with a straight line, so that we have a right triangle here, right? So below so that is the shortest distance. Do you see that? That is the shortest distance, and that distance is 50 centimeter. 50 centimeter, right? So this distance, and that is the target for us. Okay, think like this. Think like this. This is kind of a target, okay? Okay, so this is the target. Okay. Now, read the question once again so that we know exactly what to find. An archer shoots and gets a bull's eye on target. From the archer's eye level, angle of depression to the bull's eye is 5 degrees. The arrow is in the target 50 centimeter below the archer's eye level. That is correct. Calculate the distance the arrow flew to hit the target. So arrow is going in this direction. Do you see that? Arrow is going in this direction, correct? So we have to find this distance. So let me call this distance as d. So that is how you have to actually sketch your diagram. Make sure that it is absolutely correct and then solve it, correct? Now it makes all the sense, right? Now to find this distance, which ratio should we use? That is the basic question. So what we always do is write down SOHCAHTOA, right? So let me write here SOHCAHTOA here. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. We need to find this side, which is hypotenuse, right? So this is hypotenuse for us, correct? And what we know the angle and the side opposite. So this is opposite side we know, correct? So it is a combination of opposite and hypotenuse, and therefore we should be using sine, right? So we'll write sine of lowercase. I wrote bigger, but you have to write lowercase. Degrees, 5 degrees is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So we have 50 and the units are centimeter, okay, divided by d, our variable. So we are saying let the distance traveled by the arrow is d centimeters. That is what we are saying, okay? And then we do all this, correct? Now my concentration is more on trigonometric ratios, so, but you have to define your variable, okay? Say let d be the distance, okay? Define your variable, okay? Now work out which ratio to be applied from the sketch. Now solve. To solve this ratio, we should cross multiply, right? So D comes there. D equals to 50 centimeter divided by sine of 5 degrees. Is that okay? And then you will get your answer. Use calculator. So we have 50 divided by sine of 5 degrees, okay, is equal to 573.68. 573.68. As I said, we are rounding to one decimal place. Let me write round to tenths. Okay, round to tenths. That is what we are doing for this particular series for distance, right? Now, so we will round to tenths. So that means 8 is more than 5. So we'll write this as 573.7. The unit is centimeters, correct? So that is our answer for the given question. So we say now you write on complete answer. Answer is arrow flew to hit the target. How much distance? So distance traveled by the arrow was 573.7 centimeter. That is what you need to write. Write complete sentence. I hope that helps, right? So we'll follow these particular steps to solve all 10-12 questions in this particular exercise, and with that you should be ready. And after that we have very good questions which you need to solve to get ready for your test. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.